Chaturanga Tadasana is one of the most commonly misaligned yoga poses, and we see it so often in a Vinyasa class when we're taking our sun salutations. So we're going to talk about how you can find proper form, how you can build up strength, or how you can permanently just modify it. Not every pose is built for every body, you don't have to worry. And we'll also go over common misalignments. So those sun salutations that you're taking, your teacher will tell you, come to the front of your mat. You'll inhale your hands up overhead. You'll exhale to your toes. Inhale, half lift. I always like to remind that you really want to lengthen out your spine here. It's not a transition, it's a pose. And then you come to high plank. And that's where the chaturangas begin. Now, ideally, you'll bend your elbows, put your chest in line with your elbows. You'll drop your whole body at once. And then you press into the top of your feet and inhale an upward facing dog. A note here, this can be too compressing for some backs. We'll talk about that in our modifications. Then you curl your toes under and you come back to downward facing dog. On the exhale, you come to the top of your mat. On the inhale, you half lift, forward fold, and come back up to standing. So let's talk about common misalignments and how you can build strength. We're going to inhale up, and you can be doing these with me, and it'll be a great little workout for you. Inhale, half lift, high plank. Now you can hold it while you watch my common misalignments. What I see is people leading with their chest, their seat in the air. That's going to put a lot of strain on your shoulders. Or I see people dropping their seat, putting a lot of arc in their lower backs. You don't want to do either of these things. So if this pose is a big challenge for you, it was for me when I started taking it, I would drop to my knees, press the tops of my feet into the mat, create a nice strong foundation so I could focus on lowering my chest in line with my shoulders and building up the strength in my triceps. Then I would lower all the way down, inhale up cobra, keep it no back compression, no pain. I mean, there is a little compression, but nothing drastic, very controlled. Curl your toes, downward facing dog. So instead of coming up, let's exhale, come back to our high plank, and just try that a few times. Dropping to our knees, uncurling our toes, lowering, picking our ears out of our shoulders, holding, getting a little burn going, maybe coming back up to that modified half plank, and lowering again. It's a great way to build strength in your core and your arms. I don't know about you, but I'm already feeling a little heat here. All right, last one. Let's lower to that half chaturanga. Come all the way to our bellies. Take in a little cobra. Again, I'll remind you, shoulders away from the ears, press the tops of the feet into the mat. Very protected lower back. Downward facing dog. Exhale to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep both hands overhead. Exhale through heart center. Okay. So there's how you would build strength up to a chaturanga. Half chaturangas. Great option. But maybe you say, just not for me. Here are some other things that you can do that's going to be perfectly acceptable in a Vinyasa class, in your own practice, that's still going to build strength, but be a little bit kinder to your body and not keep you constantly misaligned. So we're going to come up, we're going to take another sun salutation. Inhale, bring your hands overhead. Exhale down to your toes. Inhale, half lift. Remember, pose, not a transition. Really think about lengthening your spine, practicing bringing ears out of shoulders. High plank. So it's going to look a lot like that modified half chaturanga. We're going to do knees. Then we're going to lower our chest towards the mat, put our chin on the mat. This is called 8-point chaturanga. Press the tops of the feet in. Take up that baby cobra. You can bring it up higher if it feels safe in your lower back. I'll always ask that you bring your shoulders away from your ears. Downward facing dog. We'll pedal it out. We'll exhale to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep hands up. Exhale through heart center. Let's try another sun salutation with our modified half high plank. And then we'll try one with the 8-point chaturanga. So inhale, bring hands up. Exhale to toes. Inhale, half lift. High plank. We're doing knees, pressing in tops of feet, lowering to our half a chaturanga. We'll come all the way down. We'll inhale up a tiny little cobra. Downward facing dog. So you know how that feels. Exhale to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands up. Let's try it with the 8-point chaturanga again. Exhale to your toes. Inhale, half lift. High plank. This time we're doing knees. Chest towards the mat, chin actually landing on the mat. What doesn't change is your elbows are still glued in at your rib cage. Now we press into the tops of our feet. Little cobra. Downward facing dog. And we exhale to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come on up. Exhale through the heart. Let's do 2 more, one of each, just because we're building up the strength in our arms and our core. This is a great exercise in and of itself. You can do plenty without me, but 2 more together. Inhale, brings hands up. Exhale to toes. Half lift. High plank. We're gonna lower to our knees, press the tops of our feet, take our modified chaturanga. This time let's press into our feet, pick our hips up, try the upward facing dog if it feels safe in your lower back. Curl your toes. Downward facing. Exhale to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeps hands up. Exhale through heart center. One more with the 8-point. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. High plank. We're lowering knees, chest, chin touches the mat, elbows are in at the rib cage, pressing into the tops of the feet. Little cobra, shoulders away from ears. Downward facing dog. Exhale to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Exhale through heart center. So a great little series that you can practice to build strength, to build heat, to wake you up in the morning. It'll get you energized, blood flowing. Saluting the sun in the morning makes a lot of sense. Keep following, hit the like button, the follow button, and you'll see more content on how to practice yoga.